Identical twins of Reddit. What's the most embarrassing situation where you've been mistaken for your twin? 1. My twin brother recommended a restaurant to me. Said that he and his wife went there all the time. Good food, really friendly staff. So I took my wife there. Food was as advertised, but the service, somewhere between cold and openly hostile. Like they resented our presence. I was puzzled by the contrast between what I'd heard and what I saw. Suddenly, from the front of the restaurant, an explosion of laughter, much rapid talking. Suddenly, the waitress is there, smiling and all, just as my brother and his wife walk around the corner. They thought my brother was cheating on his wife with some blonde. 2. Not me, but a coworker has 2 sets of twin daughters. The younger pair are identical and both work at the same McDonald's. The manager often puts one on the pay window and the other on the food window just to mess with customers. 3. I went to a party once, and my bald identical twin brother had yet to arrive. His girlfriend was already there, so I gave her the obligatory friendly hug, then sat on the other side of the room to hang out. This other guy, a mutual friend of his and hers, kept staring at me, then staring at her, with this real nervous, what the hell look on his face. For about 15 minutes, every so often, this guy would look around nervously and then furiously text on his phone. Then my brother arrives. He kisses his girlfriend and says hi to everyone, and this guy blows up. Was no one going to say anything? What the hell was that? I thought he grew a full head of hair in a day. 4. Not an identical twin, but married to one. When I was dating my wife, she and her twin sister had a bunch of friends over. I walked over to her, put my arm around her, and she leaned into it. I leaned in for a kiss, but then she pulled away. I thought, well, maybe she's not comfortable with a little peck in front of our friends since we hadn't been dating for too long. Then I scanned the room and made eye contact with my actual girlfriend. I looked back in awe. I had my arm around her sister. She was messing with me until things went too far. 5. I was dating a girl in college. The first time I went to her house, she opened the door. I told her I liked what she did to her hair and kissed her. She kissed me. We went inside. She then yells, "Your boyfriend is here." They were weird girls. 6. A friend and his wife go to the same supermarket every week. His identical twin also goes there, with his wife. One day, after summoning up the courage, the cashier pulls my friend's wife aside and says, "I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but I've seen your husband here several times with another woman." 7. I have twin friends who went to separate high schools and switched places on April Fools. Not embarrassing, but totally worked. 8. My grandmother was an identical twin. Her sister passed away before I was born. She didn't like to tell stories from when she was little, but she did tell me one mistaken identity story. She was in their bedroom one night when they were really young and saw her sister through the window. She started talking to her sister to see why she was outside at night. Then she realized, it was her reflection. My grandmother had mistaken herself for her twin.